Okay, welcome back, students. This is lecture 2 of the chapter A Truly Beautiful Mind. So let us continue from page 49. Now, children, 100 years ago, Einstein was not famous. Okay, he was just a professor. He was known to the scientific world, to his, to the, the world of science. He was known to that. He was not famous. But a divorced man. That was his identity at that time. But with something happened on May 29, 1990, which made him famous. And what was it? Einstein, he said that during solar eclipse, the positions of the stars will change. And he also calculated how much. And later on it was proved that his calculations, his predictions were right. And this made him very famous. So Einstein's new personal chapter coincided with his rise to world fame. In 1915, he had published his general theory of relativity. We know that, which provided a new interpretation of gravity. An eclipse of the sun in 1919 brought proof that it was accurate. So his assumptions, his calculations in 1919, it was proved with a solar eclipse. So 1919 brought proof that it was accurate. Einstein had correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from fixed stars would be deflected through the sun's gravitational field. So he had predicted that binding of light by the gravity of the sun and during the solar eclipse will change the position of the stars during this eclipse. And he even calculated how much, and everything proved accurate, and thus he became famous. Einstein had correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from fixed stars would be deflected. The newspapers proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution. And with this prediction, with these calculations, which turned out to be accurate, he became a great scientist, and the newspapers proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution. Understood? And from here onwards, his personal life also, became better, and professionally also, he rose to fame. Now, Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. So now, looking back now he was known to the world. He received the Nobel Prize in 1921 for physics. He was showered with honors and invitations from all over the world and lauded by the press. So everywhere he was praised. He was praised by the people. He was known all over the world. The press also, appreciated and admired him. So therefore, from there on, he became a great physicist, a scientist. So do you see, children, that it was not a bed of roses for him. He too had his struggles. He too had to struggle to achieve this fame and name. Okay then, when the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to the United States. Now came the rule of Hitler in Germany, the Nazis, and as he was a Jewish, he did not felt safe to stay there anymore. So he emigrated to America, US. So when Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to the United States. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. So in Berlin, what happened? They had discovered nuclear fission, the atom bomb, and there was an uproar among the physicists of America. Uproar means they were disturbed, and many of them had fled from fascism. Just as fascism means dictatorship, so people have fled from there, Fled means ran away, just as Einstein had. So Einstein had, left the country before, but later on other scientists also joined him. Now they were afraid the Nazis could build and use an atomic bomb. So these scientists, these people were afraid that the Nazis may use that bomb. At the urging of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to the American President Franklin D. Roosevelt. So what happened? His colleagues had urged him, asked him, requested him, because now he was a winner of a Nobel Prize, and he was a known personality. So his colleagues, they persuaded him to endorse a letter to then President of America, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, on 2nd August 1939, in which he warned. Now he endorsed a letter and he warned President about that nuclear fission. So what did he write? A single bomb of this type exploded in a port might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territory. So he wrote that these atomic bombs are so powerful, they have such, harmful effect that they may, if it is dropped on a port, it will not only damage the port but the surrounding areas also. So such is the effect of an atomic bomb. So with some of his words did not fail to have an effect. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. And what happened? America also, made those atom bombs and they dropped it in the two cities of Japan, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Many people were killed. Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction. And Einstein, what did I tell you? He was a great humanitarian. He advocated what? World peace and non-violence. And therefore he was disturbed. He was shaken by this, step taken by US. So Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction. This time he wrote a public missive to the United Nations. So what he wrote? He wrote a letter to, missive means a letter to the United Nations. In it he proposed the formation of a world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact. So there was no, hearing of that particular letter which he had written when he got disturbed by seeing the devastating effect of the atomic bomb on the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics, agitating for an end to the arms build-up and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. So again, I'm repeating, he was a humanitarian and he joined politics and then he started propagating world peace and non-violence. He was against, these keeping arms and all these things. And he propagated peace and democracy. India is a democratic country, isn't it? You have the right to vote, you have the right to speak, freedom of speech, everything. So he propagated what? World peace and democracy, Einstein. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. Now, in 1955, at the age of 76, he died, and it is said that an anecdote is there that he refused a surgery while he was taken to hospital. It's not well. He refused a surgery, and what did he say? I don't want to go. I want to go when I feel like going, when I want to go. It is tasteless to prolong life unnecessarily. He did not want to prolong life artificially, understood? And next day he died peacefully. So, and he was celebrated as a visionary. Who is a visionary? A person who can think about the future. And world citizen as much as a scientific genius. So he's a world citizen, a scientific genius, a humanitarian, and a great physicist and scientist. I hope you have understood the chapter, children. Whatever problem, doubts you have got, you may put up in the WhatsApp group. Thank you. Have a nice day.